Namaste everybody. Welcome to the Thakshashila Gurukula channel. For more information, kindly contact us the number visible on the screen. Kundalini will be active in 6 months as per the master guidance. Even if you guys are not in Bangalore, if you cannot travel to Bangalore, then even you can get the Diksha online. So all you have to do is click on the number that is visible on the screen. Even it is there in the description below. Today's subject is the physical body, how it made, and what all included in this. Basically, Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira is a physical body which made up of 5 elements. That those are earth, water, fire, air, and space. Each element has its own properties. So these elements made us to think like I am the body, this body is mine, and kind of a selfishness. Today I'm gonna tell you like what exactly is there in the body, and as per the Master J. Reddy said explained in the Kannada video. If you are a Kannadiga, if you know Kannada, then there are videos in Kannada, so thoroughly explained by Master J. Reddy. You can go through with that. So, as I told you about the 5 elements in the body, so what are those? Those are, as I said, that fire, water, air, space, and ether. Okay, so let me explain each. So, let me come to the first one, fire. Fire provides a heat and radiant energy in the body, and also it involved in a metabolic and chemical actions. The eyes are the corresponding sensory organ on a fire. The second one is water. We all know that our body is made up of 70% of water. So makes up more than 70% of a body mass and is a life sustaining liquid. The tongue is the corresponding sensory. So air gives movement to biological functions and feed cells with the oxygen, and the skin is a corresponding sensory organ of air. So the fourth one is Akash. So either, as all we all know that Akash is a Sanskrit word and it is associated with the throat chakra, you know, so which is correlated with sound communication. The bitter taste is linked to the ether elements. The last one is a space, allows the other elements to interact. So the 5 elements are interconnected through cycles, and the organization of these elements in the body is said to determine how strong and stable the body is. So now let's talk about all 5 elements, directions, and the characteristics of those elements. Okay, first one is Akash, east facing, and the character is expansion and enhancement. So the second one is a Vayu, west facing, and its a characteristics is movement, joy, happiness. Third one is Agni, south facing, power, confidence, and fame. The fourth one is the upper, north facing, spirituality, ideas, thoughts, and healing. The last one is the Prithvi. The direction is the center, diagonal, and it is the stability and the peace and harmony. So basically each and every organ in the body has its own qualities and the duties. Human body is made up of all these elements, not only human body, any creature in the earth, on the earth. So all we have to understand is what we are thinking about is body is not that. So we don't have to be really so desperate about the size and the color and the characteristics of the person, because many times we judge based on a person how they look. So it is not basically. So it is temporary. So it's all going to be dissolved in one day. So we don't know when it is. So we don't know like the when and where exactly. So focusing on the spirituality will give you a exact clear idea about what we are, what is there in the body. So what are these elements? How it's connected to us, our body? So let's talk about the five koshas. So first one is Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha. Beyond these five koshas, and are still comprising and embracing them all the Supreme Self known as a Brahma. In the study of Vedanta and Purusha in the Raja Yoga Sutras, it is difficult to talk about this because it is a non-dual concept and ground of all experience. Let's talk about three avasthas. There are three avasthas: Jagruta Swapna and Susupta. Let's talk about the Jagruta Avaste. Let me not confuse you. Jagruta Avaste is a waking state. So in this state, a person is fully aware of his body, what are the activity they are doing, and the parts of the body and their receptive functions, including his free will. That is, the fact that he can make a choice. Basically, he is in a state of mind to feel everything. Swapnavaste. Means the dream state of consciousness has the subconscious faculties of recognizing and getting an inkling of the holy experience of divinity. It is concerned with the subtle aspects of human knowledge and experience. It carries with it subtle impressions of the experiences of the Jagratavaste. So whatever we see in the dream and feel those incidents. For everything, subconscious mind is a reflection of everything. The last one is Susuptavaste. Susuptavaste, it is the state of mind. It is peaceful, no dream, no other feelings. Here, in this state of mind, will be in the deep sleep. Apart from these, all the avaste, there is one more, that is Turyavaste. This is basically called a Brahmananda Sthiti, where we are directly connected to the Brahma. We won't be feeling any of this, those above, whatever I said. So those Jagrata Vaste, Swapna Vaste, and Sukhsta Vaste. Turyavaste, we can see this one in the Samadhi. The first thing human need is a food he eats. It will be any source to fulfill. Second one, he needs a physical need. So for that he gets into the relationship and marriage. Third need is a dhyana. We call it as a knowledge. So many people fail here to get right knowledge from a right people. For this we need a consistency and willpower. So when we born as human, we feed ourselves not with the food, it is with the spirituality, knowledge. Where is the knowledge? It's a Vedas. Has Vedas given by a Sapta Rishis and Sadhus. We are so lucky born as a human. What we do, other creatures cannot do. So we are able to read, write, and make many changes. And we can be happy with what we have. But here, expectations really spoiling our life. And when we focus on things, it plays a major role in a life. For example, if you keep seeing the food and starving for a particular item, so obviously you'll feel like eating because your focus is on that. So when your focus is on the spirituality, you will start getting hungry about a spirituality. You will start seeking about it, and dhyan, and seeking more and more knowledge. When your focus is on the spirituality, all the subject and object will be vanished. To reach this, there are two directions for this. One is a yoga mudra, and the one is a dhyana mudra. So yoga line, there are yogas like a Kundalini yoga, Raj yoga, many directions to reach. Yoga means chitta vritti nirodha. That means chitta, consciousness, and vritti, fluctuation, and nirodha, quitting off and controlling mind. There are many things will be running in our mind, many thoughts. To control over everything and be stable minded by quitting everything. This is nirodha. When we let go of our of mind thing, whatever comes in and do it accordingly is only problematic. When we do yoga, it will be stable. So dhyan, when we do this, we start thinking this is not me, our body is, this is not the body and the soul. When we let go of everything, you will be in the deep level of state of meditative mind. Sukshma Sharir, it is called subtle body. It is the body of the mind and the vital energies which keeps the physical body alive. Together with the causal body, it is the transforming soul or jiva, separating from the gross body upon death. Let's talk about indriyas, known as a senses. So sense organs which perceive senses of vision, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Second one is the pancha indriyas, five senses. The pancha indriyas includes the nose, eyes, tongue, skin, ears. The third one is pancha karmendriyas, five organs of action. So which includes the feet, hands, rectum, genitals, and mouth. Fourth, these are the five types of pancha pranas, each with its own name and its functions within the body. There are pranavayu, apanavayu, samanavayu, udanavayu, vyanavayu. Let me tell you what this pranas does in the body. So pranavayu is responsible for a respiration, swallowing, upward movement, and prana exists in the eyes, ears, heart, lungs, and moves in and out of the nose. Basically, it is alternative breathing. So associated with the heart chakra. The next one is apana vayu, does the ejaculation of a sperm and monthly menstrual cycle in a woman, and expulsion of the fetus during the childbirth is done by apana vayu. This prana flows downward and stimulate the downward and outward movement of the waist. It is associated with the Muladhara chakra, which called root chakra. The third one is the Samana Vayu, is responsible for a digestion, metabolism, and breaking down of nutrients in the body. So, a disturbance of the Samana Vayu causes indigestion and the other stomach disorders. It is associated with the Manipura chakra, solar plexus chakra, and it is responsible for a transformative process within the body. Let's talk about the Udana Vayu. It maintains the harmony and the balance in the limbs, muscles, ligaments, nerves, and joints associated with it. So it is also responsible for maintaining the upright, strong posture and controls one's ability to respond to external stimuli. So it is associated with the Vishuddhi chakra. So it is in the throat. So it is also regulates the falling sleep and body heat, functions of speech muscle and humming. Then is a Vyanavayu. It moves through all the nadis or energy channels and control the circulatory nervous system and directs voluntary and involuntary movements of the muscles and joints, tendons of fascia. It is responsible for a blood flow, limbs detoxification and sweating, coordination of all the bodily systems. Irregular vyana leads to energy disruption, lack of coordination, and inability to connect with people. Earlier we spoke about koshas. Let me give you a brief explanation about the koshas. So, first one is Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. Let's start with the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha, it is the outermost layer of the body, the gross physical body that represent the flesh, blood, muscles and bones. It is nourished and maintained by Anna, the food we eat called a Anna. so called a annamaya kosha, the food layer. The second one is a pranamaya kosha. Pranamaya kosha is a life energy body. The word prana being the term used for prana energy, which is maintained by breath. Breath is not confined to just oxygen. It is the vehicle of prana, the vital energy. Prana parameters the physical body moves through moves through it, and it is the source of physical life. Without prana, the body would be lifeless. So it governs the growth and functioning of the body. It is because of the prana that blood circulates, food is digested, impulse are carried from body to the brain and back. Prana is the force behind the functioning of our karmendriyas, body's five organs of action: feet, hand, vocal cords, and urinary and excretory system. Third one is the manomaya kosha. It's basically a thought process. So there are actions and reactions of the physical body which are maintaining and fed by thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It works through our five senses and leads to our likes and dislikes. Many of us have so overactive manomaya kosha. So what happens when it is a overactive? So being emotionally hyperactive stresses our nervous system. So if we learn to control our mind, so we can do wonderful things with our body. We can uh, reverse our aging process. It is not only the toxins in the physical body that can harm us, but toxins in the mind, it's a negative thought, can be really more dangerous. The fourth one is a vidyanamaya kosha. It is the wisdom layer. It is the weapon of the intellect. So vijnana means wisdom or subtle knowledge. It is the higher intelligence that contains in itself knowledge, power of intuition, and consciousness. One who understands the functioning of the koshas or a body modulates of his thoughts and actions accordingly, faces of a reality of life, keeps himself away from illusions, wordy temptations, and attachment, gives up all the negative qualities, sheds ego. Such a person achieves the highest state of mind. One is a Anandamaya Kosha. Ananda, it is in a Sanskrit word, joy. So this is the most subtle layer beyond any expectations. It is the core of our being. It is the spiritual. This energy layer is closest to the cosmic light and truth once this kosha is awakened. So when it is awakened, so we feel blissful, joy. We experience the pure delight and ecstasy and joy. We forget the existence of our gross body, so mind, and we are transported to the highest level of our being. We become one with the divine, and we experience notice but happiness and bliss. This is one of the best thing, the Anandamaya Kosha. When we reach that level, that is the different level of experience. Hope I have given a better explanation about all the koshas and what all happening in the body. Thank you so much for listening the today's topic. And if you want to know more about it, there are books available in the bookstall, so that you can go through with that to so deeply you can understand better.